Alright, welcome back, my beautiful people. It is another episode, obviously, but we are going to be taking a little bit of a pause on the beautiful Toxic build. Yes, oh yes. And we're going to be working on what we got going on here already at the shop. Obviously, we had that project going on, but you know, when you work on something continuously, it get a little burnt out. But I have a great idea for the paint shop for Toxic build. It's just at this point, none of my actual cars that have the bendy front end and that are very similar to Toxic setup, none of my setups are functioning properly. So I'm actually redoing a car that is very similar to Toxic's, and the front end needs to be rebuilt. So that's what I'm going to bring you along with me today, is rebuilding this front end, getting it back on, testing the car, showing you how beautiful it is and what maybe what I've changed on it to get it better. But besides that, let's get going with this video. So what we got going on here is a whole bunch of mess and a little bit of organization. You know how that goes when you know where everything's at, but it looks kind of messy. But other than that, this is the car I'm working on, and it's very Yanni like red, white, black, you know. And this is what I've been really hyped on, is this new rear skid plate. I saw this online, and the guy that originally did it, he used only one bearing. So I thought, let's give it a try and do two. I thought it would be more like, excuse my voice, but I thought it would be more like, more stable if you use two. So gave it a go, and it worked out. I ended up securing it at the bottom like so. I used a fluorine shaft to put through the bearings, and then these two hold it down. But before holding it down, I actually grooved into the plate where the fluorine shaft would sit, and then these two were glued down, and they kind of hold each end of the fluorine shaft in place. So that is what I got going on for the rear. And for the front, well, you can tell we're missing a front end. Oh, it's right here. And what we got to change on here is that I want to run the roller setup quite similarly to Toxic's setup. So it'll be the bottom roller in between the bottom plate and the top plate. And that's just for preventative of when the car's coming back into the track. It has an underguard, so it doesn't get caught onto the sidewall of the track. With this setup, you cannot run a bottom roller. You could only run the top roller. Sure, you could run a bottom roller, but then it's going to be poking out, and it's going to get most likely caught on the side of the track. And with that said, I decided to basically take off this wing, and you see how there's like a line right here? Is because it's two pieces of carbon fiber put together. And I decided to take the other side off. I already started, and split it. And so I'm gonna put this part on the top here, like on the top instead of the bottom. And we're gonna put a bearing right here so the wing will sit in the correct angle. And then this will be the bottom plate that will be sandwiching the bottom roller, so we will have an underguard. But I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist, and once this is assembled, I'll come back and talk some more before actually installing it on the car. Alright, so we're back. I got one side put together. It was a little tedious because of how tight these bands are, and it being a dual layer now with it having the underguard. So a little tight, you know, getting this slid in there and then having to have the underguard with the screw and then slide it through the hole. You know, it's just a lot. So this is the setup that I wanted to do. What I had to put in addition to make the angle of the bumper correct so it fits in the box is right here. I had to put a bearing, and it's not one of the roller bearings, is actually a wheel bearing. And here we go. Loving it. Yeah. Alright y'all, so I already gave it a test run and it's fire. The rear skid plate that I got inspired to make makes a really cool sound when it launches off the jump, and the car itself sounds absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna give you guys a test run, and I'm gonna give you guys an example of what the car runs like. And well, here we go. All right, so this is technically test number 2. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. So that was quite fast and furious. Like, I'm so happy that it stays in as it does. It is definitely an accurate car. I did run the car without the body, so it has a little, yeah, helmet. But the car runs amazing, and I can't wait to run both the cars of Toxic's purple build and my red and black build of Keep It Level together, and see how they do against one another. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and you know, going through a little bit of a rebuild of the front end and beautifying up of this car. So I catch you on the next one. God bless. Later, y'all.